Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. I truly appreciate it. Today's episode, first, if you're new, please make sure that you click that subscribe button. I'll truly appreciate it if you join us over here. It's fun. We have Raider talk, we have tutorials. It's a good time over here. Make sure that you click that subscribe button. Also like and comment. I'll truly appreciate it. And it also gives me a bit of feedback on what I know to improve on and what you guys would like to see. So yeah, let's jump right into this video. Today it's going to be, first I'm going to do a little recap of the last episode of Raider Talk. Like if you didn't watch it, I'll link it up somewhere here that you watch it. So I talked about efficiency. And I mentioned how this is going to be a two-part episode. So the second part, the other part I'm going to link above, like I said. Yeah, in last episode, I talked a little bit about things that I might be doing character-wise, like being rude, or maybe even using clients' head as a basketball. Things that we might be doing that might be truly hurting our business or our bag. And the second part of today's episode is going to be kind of like how to run your business to almost like consolidate time and just make sure that you're running in an efficient way that's making you the most money and just the most smooth way possible. So yeah, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the first point that I'm going to make on how to run your business in a truly efficient way is creating a scheduling website. That is truly like, it's truly like a game changer, because I just feel like you just need the scheduling website. But yeah, I didn't have a scheduling website the first like probably year and a half, 2 years of my business or so. Year and a half, I'll say about a year and a half. I did all consultations, all bookings through text. After a while, it just gets overwhelming. Like I know a braider who literally told me, like this was like 2 days ago or so, she told me that she literally has like 1,000 phone calls. Like you just can't answer everybody. But like if you have a scheduling website, by the way, I use Acuity scheduling. I'm going to link it above here somewhere. But that's the one that I use. And it just truly helps everything out. I listed all my policies on there, talking about late fees, if the hair is included, what they need to know, how they should come prepared. Everything that I feel like my clients need to know before coming into the chair, I answer it all there. Also, my frequently asked questions. What are my work days? Are there squeezing dates? Times I work and all that stuff. I truly answer as much questions as I feel like I can on the website. And I'm going to tag mine up here somewhere as well, just so you can get a general idea of what mine says and what my policies are. But yeah, I answer as much questions as I possibly can, just so it eliminates a lot of going back and forth. Like, especially if you're doing this like 4 to 5 days a week. I'm doing 4 days right now, and I know some braiders that do up to like 5, 6 days. And let's say you have at least 2 clients. That's 10 clients a week. That's over like 40 clients a week. That's a lot of people that you're gonna call and text, and you're gonna be going back and forth. And also, it's like, especially if you're working too, there's gonna be not a lot of time where you're gonna be on your phone. And sometimes people call you or text you and they're not getting a response until 2-3 days later. They'll probably find somebody else that maybe they already have their policies and everything listed out. It also shows a degree of professionalism, because I've had people literally compliment me that, oh my gosh, your website is so detailed. Like all the questions and answers that they want is right there. And they just go on there, they read what they have to read, and they book, instead of us going back and forth. Oh, does this day work? Does this day work? What about this time? What about, like, it's a lot of going back and forth when they could simply just go on your website, read your policies, read your little description for what styles you have, and then they just go about your day. That's just, it's so simple. But yeah, it eliminates a lot of communication. Earlier, there might be still those people that ask you for questions, like if they have alopecia, severe tenderness, or what color they want to do. They might be still people that ask those questions. And then you have people that they might just be asking for questions you already answered. But even still with that, instead of constantly like answering and going back and forth, if they're asking you for price and availability and stuff, just have a set response. That's what I'm doing right now. I have it in my notes. It's simple. It's something as simple as like, hi, hope all is well. For all availability and pricing, feel free to click the link in bio and you'll directly to the website. I don't answer those questions on an often basis anymore, because it's like, I've already answered it on my website. There's no need to constantly answer it to people over and over. So I do a quick copy and paste and I send it their way, and it's that simple. Okay, so the second thing I'm going to be doing to kind of make sure that my business is running more efficiently is, before I used to do weekly store runs and I stopped. Let me not even lie to y'all. Let me not even lie in front. I still do it, but I told myself like this is the last week that I'm going to do it. Because basically what I used to do was every week I used to go to the store, and I'm going to explain that. It goes into my next point, but every week I used to go to the store to go get hair, because I just didn't want to get like a random, like if a client wanted like, I don't know, like a green or a purple, And that's not a color that people do that often. I don't want to be stuck with that hair. So I just used to go to the store week by week. But it was one of those days like recently when I just sat in my car. I'm like, yo. Because another thing, if you buy hair a lot, you know, depending on what your clients are doing, it's not often that you find all the hair that you want in one store. You might have to go to one or two, and that's about 2 hours that you could be either saving, either posting content, working on content. I don't know, you could have prepped 2-3 clients hair at that point. So I was just sitting in my car going from I went to like 3 stores that day, and I was just sitting in my car like, damn, what are you doing? Like, it was one of those like aha moments where I'm like, what are you doing? And now I'm just like, I can't be doing that anymore because I'm wasting time. I'm wasting gas. Like, time is like, you gotta make sure that you use your time efficiently. And I was like, you're wasting your time going to these 3, 4, 5 stores just to go find hair when you could have bought it in bulk. So that's one thing I'm gonna be doing. So I'm no longer gonna be buying hair in retail. I'm gonna be buying it in wholesale. And after a while, after you do hair for a little bit, you kind of know what your clients want. Like, also with colors like 1 and 1B, you know people are always going to use that hair color. It's not a hair color that's probably going to go out of style, so you can buy those in bulk. Not only does it save you time on gas and the actual time you're using to buy the hair, but also it can also save you money because once you buy it in bulk, it's probably a lot cheaper than if you were to buy it in retail. And for me, I do a lot of custom color blends, so I know colors like the browns and the browns, so like 30, 27, the blondes, 60, 613, colors like that. I know those are colors that I use often as well. So those are also colors that I can buy in bulk and use. But yeah, so the next thing, going into my third point, which kind of ties into the last one, which is why I did weekly store runs, was because I used to open my calendar for 2 months at a time. And I didn't understand why a lot of braiders open their clients like on one set day for the next following month. Because I just feel like it put a lot of pressure on my clients. Because I'm like, I feel like if they're especially at like work or something, that they have to like go rush and like go book immediately. But now, especially within like the last week or two, I've got a lot of cancellation, to be completely real. I've got a lot of cancellation and rescheduling because like they booked the appointment 2 months ago and they forgot. And like, I can't even get upset at them because honestly, ask me what I had for dinner yesterday and I probably can't even remember. So to now remember an appointment that they booked 2 months ago. Things change all the time. Schedules change. Crap. Things could change in a week, a day. Like, that's just what life is. So to expect them to remember 2 months later, I don't blame them. Some did remember. However, I just feel like the set schedule, it's a lot more easier. It also puts your clients on a schedule so they know, okay, the 25th of each month, which is like about a week before the new month, I'm going to book the appointment. And that will also limit your time and a lot of cancellations and rescheduling, which goes back to my first point where I talked about a lot of communication. Because with cancellation and stuff, you have to then contact the other people that were either on the wait list. It's a lot of going back and forth, like, hey, I have this day, I have this day. Then it defeats the whole purpose because then you go back to the whole texting and booking through text. So it's just a lot of work to say. But yeah, so like I said, it puts your clients on a set schedule. It eliminates a lot of cancellation. Of course, there will always be cancellations. You can't. That's inevitable. However, it won't be a lot because they booked it within a month, and hopefully nothing drastically should have changed to where they feel they need to cancel or they should forget. But if you do it 2 months at a time, that's just a lot of work. So, and then also if they cancel too late, depending, like I had a client literally, I think I was texting her like a day or two before her appointment. I think it was like a day or so, and like she canceled her appointment because she booked it so long. She goes, yo, I booked an appointment. And I was like, yeah, you did. And she had forgotten, which I don't blame her. However, it was too late to even get somebody else in the chair because I wouldn't have had time to prep hair for the new client. And that's also money that you're losing out on, and you don't want to lose out on your money. And the last one I'm going to go into is pre-parting, which I posted it before this one. I wanted to post it before, but I had to refilm this video. This is actually my second time filming this video because the first one, the audio was just crap. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this works. But yeah, I posted a pre-parting video because I talked about that a lot. So yeah, pre-parting truly helps you save a lot of time. It gives you a direct way to know how you're going to approach your client's head. And it just helps you cut down overall. Like, I've been able to cut down over an hour on certain styles that I've done just from pre-parting because I know a specific way I'm going to approach the head. I got my pre-parting down, which by the way, I'm going to link the video up somewhere here. I went into very much detail, so hopefully that helps you guys. But yeah, it also just helps you build a routine because that's also something that's very important if you want to cut down on your time. If you pre-part on one client, you don't pre-part on the next, you pre-part on this. If your routine is all over the place, you won't be able to cut down time, which is something you want to help because you can hopefully take more clients in a day because it cuts down the time that you spend with each person. But yeah, so that's what I said. Pre-parting truly helps you build a routine. Yeah, like I said, it's helped me cut down a lot of time, but it builds a routine, and this is something that I feel like you should do for at least 3 to 4 months, at least 3 months, because then you build a routine. Even my setup now, I'm trying to find a strict setup to where, like, okay, I know my comb is on my left hand, my scissors on my right type-ish, where it's just a set routine where I know, okay, I'm not, because all those little seconds, they do add up where you're looking for your comb. Oh my gosh, where did I put my comb? Where did I put my this? Where did I put that? If you build a routine to where you know, okay, I'm going to start, like, parting in the middle, go from side to side, you build a strict routine on how you approach each head, it would just cut down a lot of time. It will be a lot easier. You're not spending a lot of time like, oh, is this the way? Oh, this, that. Like, it's just a lot of second guessing that you eliminate. But once you build a routine, it truly helps out in the end. And like I said, it helps you also increase your speed. Because once you master that routine, it just comes like second nature to you, and it comes really easy to you. So yeah. Oh, also one last point. Laying down hair on a rack, which I feel like I'm gonna cover in another video, but truly laying down hair on a rack is something that you want to do. Like I said, anything you can truly do before the client gets it, that'll help you cut down time. I definitely recommend doing it before. I make sure that, like, sometimes I know clients bring their hair on the day of, but I just include the hair in my cost now, so I already have it, so I already lay down the hair on the rack, because that would take me probably like up to an hour, and that's an hour that they're sitting in the chair that they're doing nothing, when I could have done that before. And when they just come, I just go right in and I do their hair. So yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the video. I hope it was a quick and short one, but yeah, just to recap, like I said, creating a scheduling website just to eliminate a lot of going back and forth and a lot of talking. It's just a lot simple. A lot of questions that we haven't answered, a lot of questions that they need answered would already be answered there. Number 2, what's it called? A side note on that, having set responses for what questions that they might answer. If they're asking for your price and availability, you don't need to constantly text them an answer. Copy and paste your preset responses, send it to them. It's that simple. Number 3, weekly store runs. You gotta cut down on gas. That's time that you could literally be using for something else. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be working on that because it's been a habit for so long that I'm trying to break. Because I'm like, you can't keep, like, that's so much time that I could be saving doing something else. But yeah. And number 3, monthly bookings. I understand why a lot of braiders do it. I don't know why it took me so long to jump on the wave, but I'm finally doing just to save time. And then pre-parting, like I said, that's the last video that I posted, so make sure that you go check that out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. If there are any things that you do in your business to make sure that it runs more efficiently and more smoothly, feel free to comment down below. I'm willing to learn. I love to learn more. So yeah, feel free to comment down below, and make sure they go watch the last episode. Yeah, the last episode to get a bit of context on this video, and the one before that as well, just so you understand what we're doing with Transformational 6 months, which is why I'm posting a lot more on YouTube. Because like I said, these next 6 months, I want us to transform our business. I want us to grow. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. And oh, like I said, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for 700 subscribers. I feel like every new video, I have to say thank you because it just keeps growing. But thank you. I'm really appreciative of it. And yeah, make sure that you like, comment down, subscribe. I'm going to tag my Instagram up here somewhere. Make sure that you check me out on there as well. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye!